What's up, everyone? Thank you so much for checking out this video here on Show Style and Spirit. I am Ebony, of course. As you can see from the title of this video, I want to break down a soundbite that a Funky Dineva gave recently about Martell and his interview with Tasha K. We know that when he first started going live at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to battle up against his former employer, Fox Soul, including Claudia Jordan and Al Reynolds. We know that he did speak about, melody and the millimeters. And then now it seems like he has slightly changed his tune. He is not the only really large blogger who has fine-tuned their opinion, if you will, when it comes to Martell. So we're going to talk about all of that. Now, also in this soundbite, Funky Dineva talks about Martell reaching out to him more than once, and hoping to speak with him. So now, before we get into this soundbite, though, I ask that you all please hit the like button on this video. Even if you were to hit the dislike button, it works the same, meaning that YouTube will recommend this video to more people who love to discuss the various conversations, topics that come about from Love and Marriage Huntsville. And if you have not already done so, please subscribe to Show Style and Spirit. All right. And of course, the Copyright Act of 1976 says that my fair use commentary on these sound bites are allowed for criticism. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to play this sound bite for you. It is, again, Funky Dineva talking about what kind of leads his conversation is Martell's interview with Tasha K.
With Tasha K. Now, granted, I have not watched any of the interview. Some of y'all in the comments right now said he's going live. I'll say this: about a week and a half ago, Martell was blowing my phone up, and I imagine he was calling me and Tasha K at the same time. And when Love and Marriage Huntsville first came out, I was in contact with Martell. He wanted to do an interview, so I spoke to him in the beginning. And the reason why I ended up not doing an interview with him, because I could tell the only thing he was interested in was a platform for him to destroy Melody. And I was like, don't get me wrong, I want to give you an opportunity to say everything that you want to say, but I need to ask you all the questions about Ariane and cheating and this. And he seemed to only have been interested in bashing Mel. I really wasn't feeling that, so it didn't happen. Okay. When he got with Sheree, same situation. Called me again. We had a conversation. I could tell by his tone, really wasn't interested. Oh, he called himself, he got mad with me that time when I said he was homophobic because he didn't want the gay uncle to watch the children. And he called me and had an issue, and he tried to dress it up as if he don't have a problem with the man being gay. He don't want no men watching his children. I'm like, but that's not just some man, that's their uncle. I watch my sister's children all the time. When I go to camp, I throw my sister's children in the van and we go do fun things. It's not just some man, that's their uncle. Okay, got through that. This last time he was calling me, I didn't even bother answering the phone. He called me like 3 times. I didn't bother answering the phone because I had seen that reunion, the clips of that reunion. I had seen how he looked on that reunion, and I could tell that all he was calling to do was bash Mel. Now, I saw on Instagram just a small snippet of the interview that he's doing with Tasha K or whatever it is, and it was giving damaging. The way the clips are cut, he's asking her, when did you suck dick? And she said 3 years ago. Now, granted, that 3 years ago, it could be cut and pasted audio. I do not know. There's a piece in there where he says he was never abusive to her, and he's showing some video clips of her, damaging some stuff and hitting him with a broomstick or something like that. Here's my thing, Martell. No one cares. It's just like the Keke Palmer situation with her sons. No one cares. No one is believing whatsoever that Mel was cheating simultaneously while you were. No one is believing that. And no matter how much you try to push that narrative, nobody is believing it. And even if is so what? You had a whole baby on that lady. There will never be any amount of dirt that you can sling on Melody to better your image with the people. The only thing you can do at this point, Martell, is be an excellent father, an excellent co-parent, and develop a friendship with Mel. That is the only thing that you can do to win us over. That's the only thing. You fumbled that lady, and you want her back so bad. You want her attention so bad. And I'm going to tell you something. I feel bad for both of them, and I'm going to tell you why. When I'm done with something, or I'm done with somebody, I'm done. I could not imagine being enthralled in a love-hate back and forth with somebody for this many years. And unfortunately, they have children, and I'm sure him and her both use those children as pawns and leverage to make the other one mad. They can't just cut each other off. But it's like, Martell, read the room. We in the Black community, just a few years ago, we learned the word narcissism and narcissist, and I swear we overuse it now and call everybody a narcissist. But Martell Holt is a classic case narcissist. He is a classic case narcissist. And let me see. Wilhelmina says Melody is not innocent. I don't think that she's innocent. It takes two to tango, but I don't think she cheated. And even if she did, she did it in response to his ass. And even if she did cheat, she cheat the way Marceau do, the way it don't come to the front door. Okay? He went and had a whole baby on that lady. Had that girl laughing at that lady. Don't do that. Don't embarrass me in public. Do not do that. Do not do that.
Okay, so Funky Dineva, he spoke on a lot in that soundbite. That was over 5 minutes of commentary, and he covered a few different areas. So he actually gave a time reference that a week and a half before the day that the Martell Tasha K interview was airing, Funky Dineva got a call from Martell Holt. He said that Martell wanted to be interviewed, but Funky was saying that from Martell's conversation, Martell totally wanted to control the narrative of the interview. And I want to explain something that's definitely not at the heart of journalism. In theory, when you interview someone, they should not even get a list of your questions. I've interviewed just like a few reality TV stars, Winter from Love and Marriage DC. I did interview the mother of one of Nene Leakes' grandsons, Simone, and I interviewed the lovely Miss Van, and none of them asked me for the questions beforehand, and I appreciate that they did not back me into a corner, because ethically that would be incorrect, because you would totally be giving the interviewee, an opportunity to frame their answers and to frame and control the conversation. And it sounds like, in my opinion, that is what Martell Holt was trying to do when he called Funky Dineva. But as Funky said in that soundbite, he said, whoa, like, I still have to ask you the pertinent questions. I have to ask you about Ariane. But he said, I could tell he just wanted to use my platform to bash Melody. So he was not interested in that. So I appreciate Funky for not lending his platform, a very large platform, to Martell just to be biased. Did he just the previous week when Martell got arrested, maybe that was like 2 weeks of when Martell got arrested, did he, talk about the millimeters and Melody? Yes, he did, but he's changing his tune, and he is not the only large blogger who has changed their tune. And I'm going to circle back around to that in a moment. Funky Dineva even gave another example. He said that when it came out, when we all first learned that Martell and Sheree were fake dating, there were pictures spotted of them and really, really silly cell phone video because people were joking on the video comments saying that, was this taken with a flip phone? Was this cell phone from the 90s? But there was cell phone video and pictures of them at a park in Atlanta. Martell had his shirt off. Sheree was in her workout leggings. It was clear they had been exercising, and she had her dog with her. Funky Dineva said that at that time, Martell reached out to him wanting to do an interview, but you would think he would want to talk about how his fake relationship is going so well. But Funky, said that he could tell that he wanted to use that opportunity to bash Melody. Now, Funky Dineva did give commentary on the video montage and the audio where he's asking her about, oral favors. When was the last time that was done? Funky even says, the way the videos are cut, it's damaging, and the audio could have been copied and pasted. Absolutely, Funky. So without him kind of throwing Martell under the bus, he just kind of gives his opinion in a very, professional way, like doesn't, because as us bloggers, we can't just say outright things, then you might end up in a Tasha K Cardi B situation, right? But that is a very key point, because the video, you can tell that someone who is good at editing, they did edit those videos where he, allegedly took her money and triggered her, angered her. And then, yeah, she had a very human response. And so, the fact that it was edited lets me know that it was totally a smear campaign to make her look bad. And it's important that the bloggers, we put that out there and we verbally say that, because in my opinion, the person who got someone to edit those videos, they think that we're all stupid and they're really hell-bent on trying to get us viewers to dislike Melody. Now, I also feel like this entire soundbite from Funky Dineva is just further confirmation that these bloggers with really large platforms, they were contacted to try and make Martell look better by making Melody look bad after Martell's arrest. There were some people who were like, no, I don't know. Dr. Heavenly kind of speaks her mind. No. There's no such thing as coincidences after a while, It's just plain sight. It's very deliberate what someone has done by reaching out to these bloggers with really large platforms. And I think because Tasha K, she kind of, in my opinion, she agreed to it. She interviewed this guy. I feel like that's what's making Funky Dineva and Dr. Heavenly kind of change their stance. With Dr. Heavenly, I think it's also that Carlos King has gotten on her last nerve. And I think that's why she chooses to shade Martell now on the Monday evenings. This week, they had to go live on Tuesday to recap the latest episode of Married to Medicine. And she definitely shaded Martell. I think that Carlos King has annoyed her by interviewing both Quad and Mariah Huck. So now she wants to change her stance. And that's my opinion. So also, Funky described Martell as a narcissist. Now, in my opinion, this discussion is so important because it definitely teaches people what to look out for when dating. Or even if you have already, married someone who is manipulative, abusive, a cheater, you can learn these things, these terms and their definitions and be enlightened. And then you can make a decision on whether or not it's feasible for you, safe for you, to leave that relationship. And, Funky Dineva said, the word narcissist is a word that the Black community has learned a few years ago. Now we use it all the time. We say everyone's a narcissist, but at least we're using the word and we're having that conversation. And at the core of a narcissist, they're a manipulative person, and they want to try and take what you say, like that hurt my feelings, that was disrespectful. And then they flip it and make it seem like it's your problem or you did that to yourself. It's manipulation. So I feel like this type of conversation we can't get enough of. because you need to teach people the signs. And then in my opinion, what we need to couple with teaching about narcissism, you need to also promote solitude and enjoying, kicking it with yourself, hanging out with yourself, not necessarily just always scratching and clawing at romantic companionship, because you might end up settling, or a manipulative person, an abusive person may smell that desperation on you, and then, they got you. So I feel like these types of conversations, we cannot have enough. So I want to hear from all of you, though. What do you think about Funky Dineva, like softening his tone when it comes to melody, and him saying, Martell is a classic narcissist. He wanted to be interviewed to bash melody, and the way the clips were edited, and what do you think about earlier this week, Dr. Heavenly shading Martell as well? And out of those three large bloggers, Tasha K, Dr. Heavenly, and Funky Dineva, two of them are like, whoa, 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 he was doing the most. What do you think about them like softening their tone all of a sudden? So I thank you so much for watching this video. I always appreciate the support. Please hit the like button on this video. It is a free way of supporting the channel. And if you have not already done so, please subscribe to Show Style and Spirit. And I will talk with you all soon. I hope you have a great weekend. It's Friday. I am about to get changed and go to the gym. And then I'll come back and, see who's live and see which commentary I can enjoy. And I will talk with y'all soon. And I have a busy Saturday, but I'll talk to y'all probably Saturday night. All right. Bye.